height, max revs, lowest speed.
Going to go around the front of the car there, but before we get ahead of ourselves, see the direction that we're going. There's a obvious swing set, pool, push bike, a little plastic cubby house thing, which we'll probably try and bust this up and lay it flat. And then there's another trampoline, and then behind that is a little bit of yard art. I'll show you. Just around the back side of the trampoline, and here we have the fireplace, but it's resting on a mower. I reckon that's yard art. We've got a couple of weeds in there. We've got a glass bottle in there too. We'll get that. But yeah, resting on a mower. Not sure what kind. I think it might be a Rover. Let's see.
Yeah, that's the emblem for Rover. That's the emblem for Rover. There's a little bit left. Look, it's actually been welded to the mower so you can wheel it round. I just think that's so cool and clever. Whoever made that, well done. Come around here. Speaking of yard art, I'll show you. Well, it's not like what we just seen, but it's sort of art in a different way. You can see here that just here the grass is a little bit sort of flattened. That's because the lady drives up here, parks her car there, gets out, walks around the back of the car and then up into the house. So it's probably about, well, I'm sure it's probably a little after midday, and I'm not sure what time she gets home, but I reckon we can try and clean up this area here and just make it a little bit nicer for when they get out. Hopefully that's the only two she's going to eat. See, shot another one straight into the bag here, but shot the whole thing straight into the bag. There's a straw there too.
edging this driveway. Damage report. We've got some cans building up in this cyclone bag. And we've got this Wisbin filling up too. We cleaned off the shed slab over here, ready to start stacking items that we find. We mowed this area here, and we've got all this contaminated grass clippings.
I'm basically just looking for bricks. Clogged chute. I'll give it that though, because the grass is still a little bit dewy, and you know, like I'm not sure, like I've been saying about the environment, it's your environment. We're dealing with dewy grass. It's only half a bag, it was clogged. Aussie with snails on it. You take your pick. Which one would you prefer? This weed or this plastic with snails? when you're pulling weeds out like that, just use your body weight. You don't want to be, you know, using your back. That's what I do. And even though I'm pulling these out, I'll still go back because you don't get everything like that, or you get too much like that.
I don't know where I was going with that, but well, I'm gonna listen to some Metallica, Fade to Black, and pick up this rubbish.
Crescenda, the first Coke can. She actually, I think there was 2 of them. Ate them like it was breakfast.
Thought it might be a scratchy, but it's not.
Hey, I'm terrible at asking, but if you like this content, if you could please consider buying me a coffee, that would be awesome. It was bin morning. Hopefully give this the old kick and it's empty. What do you reckon? Yeah, she's empty. That's good news. He's a good boy. Hello. Hello. He's beautiful.
Would you believe we got 3 screws in my pocket?
Been fixing my fence at home so my large dog won't get out and terrorise the neighbourhood. Feel like, man, you sort of can't read very well. That said clogged chute. What are you doing?